This year, my pre-AP students participated in the NaNoWriMo project, which is a National Novel Writing Month, where they wrote a novel in just 30 days. NaNoWriMo is actually an international program with the National Writing Foundation, and where people all over the world spend the month of November writing novels. The great thing about this project is that really is student-centered. They get to choose what they write about, and for the most part, how long it was. As a class, we kind of came up with a class goal of 20,000 words, but then it was up to the student as to how far above that they wanted to push themselves and what they thought they could do. I even had a student that wrote up to 48,000 words. So as a class, my 4 classes total wrote over 2 million words.
I wrote around 42,000 words, and I was writing mostly because whenever my classmates were were in shock of how much I could write, it kind of made me proud, and it just made me want to write even more to show them I can do even more than what they think. And it was kind of like a secret race between all of us.
I used a company owned by Amazon called CreateSpace, and so these students' books can actually be found up on Amazon. They have ISBN numbers, you can look them up in a library, they're actually bound regular, normal books. So that was really exciting for the students to be published authors.
The most rewarding part was getting the book in your hands, like searching around the room trying to find your book, and once you found it, you felt pretty good because you made this thing in a month.
If the student met their our classroom 20,000 word goal, then they got to have an artist design their cover for them. So they got to kind of collaborate with artists actually from around the world. There's artists from India, from Australia, and then right here in San Angelo, we had a lot of local artists support this endeavor. So it was really exciting to see the collaboration and see their vision and how an artist would interpret that.
My artist's name was John Etheridge, and he helped me out a lot with coming up with an idea of what my cover should look like. He sent me a lot of emails, and it was kind of stressful, but he did a good job. He sent me a lot of outlines and rough drafts, and he did a wonderful job. It came out to this amazing piece that I have here.
I hope what they got out of it, and from what I've heard from the students, is they learned a lot more than just the basic writing skills. They tapped into their creativity. They learned not to procrastinate, which I hope they'll carry forward. They learned self-discipline, and I really think that they learned a lot about themselves and how they work.
I definitely learned not to procrastinate as much as I usually do. It's really hard to express yourself and find ideas to really get inspired, but this really taught me how to do that in a month.